Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. We're going to be talking about youth strategy and the timing of this launch that we've gone through the pre-launch and now we're going through the next phase. And what an exciting time. And I don't think there's too much we can say about this product because it has just been incredible. But what we want to talk about is how do you build this into building your business? Of course, we have two things that we're selling. We're selling an incredible business opportunity. And really, when I started, I didn't understand what the products were, but I understood that this was going to change my life forever. And so there was this possibility, the dreaming that someday I could have a life of my own. So I don't want to lose that in the conversation. But when you have a product like this launched, how do you incorporate this product into that story and build a business and create substantial recurring income? Because one of the things that we know is when people get on this product that things start to change. Maureen and I have been on this product since the end of May. So we're talking about already 7 months now, 6.5 months we've been on the product. Then we were able to get a half a dozen to a dozen people on the product on our team. So we have a history, of 3 to 6 months of getting different people on the product, and relative for outside of my direct organization, literally there's been thousands of people who've been on this product for 3 to 6 months, and the stories have been incredible. So what we want to do is talk about how do we build around that. So what I'm going to be talking about some key points here, and let's see if we can click through here. I'm going to be talking about the ADRs, Automatic Delivery Rewards Program. I want to talk about volume. I want to talk about commission checks, how to get your volume over the $3,000 a month. And then once you do it, you can train it, and how you can get products in their mouths, and the strategy of that. Set up 2016 to be your best year ever. If you've been in the business for 6 weeks or 6 years or 16 years or 26 years like myself, how do you explode this year? And we can do it with this business model, with this product driving the model, and using your customer stories and using your marketing tools. Now, I'd love to talk, a whole lot about each one of these right now, but I want to go through one by one because there are components of this business model that we have that we've never had before, and I'm going to walk you through that and try to bring them up as we move along here. The thing that I truly believe is the person that with the most ADRs wins. Now, for those people who are new, ADR stands for Automatic Delivery Rewards, but you're going to hear that we're going to be talking about the rewards part of it. Okay, the wholesale amount of this product is $133 if you're on the on the rewards program, $9 for shipping and handling, $142. We want to focus on the rewards, and what we found out is that people are a little skittish when you talk about auto anything, but if you focus on the rewards, magic starts happening. I'm a Marriott Rewards member. I'm a Delta Rewards member. And Maureen and I, were downtown San Antonio staying at a Marriott, and on the screen it said Marriott Rewards. And who doesn't want some type of reward for doing something? And so we need to focus on that, and we're going to talk more about that. All right, so let's just talk about average commission payout. These numbers are pretty incredible, and I want to make sure you understand this, because if you've been in the business for a while, to be maintained executive, you know that you have to have 2,000 points in volume. But the company pays you a whole lot more if you're over 3,000. It's called a wealth maximizer, and you're going to see that it's more than double. And so what it's showing here, and this is from the company, they have it for different levels, but let's just focus on the executive level. And that is, if they took all the executives in the Nu Skin community and said, okay, let's look at the average checks for all the executives whose volume was less than 3,000. The average check is $215 a month. I mean, to have an extra $215 a month, most anybody would take that. But they took all the volumes of those executives whose group volume was over 3,000 a month. $3,500, $3,800, $4,500, $4,800, and averaged all them. And the average check for the executives who were over $3,000 was $975, and they saw that it was a 353% increase. So if those are the numbers, so our strategy is how do we get people to at least 3,000, not the 2,000 minimum requirement, but how do we get them to 3,000, ultimately 4,000? So we basically, it's 22, it's you plus 22. You get on an automatic delivery, you get on the rewards program for the youth, and just the youth. Now, we know that a lot of people, like myself and my wife, we are much more than the minimum because we use a lot of products, and we found out it's a whole lot to our advantage to get your program than just to buy it directly from the company. And I'll explain that here in a minute. But if I can bring on, you can bring it yourself plus 22 more, you're done. How beautiful that would be is if you and your people and your organization didn't have to worry about each month of hitting that 3,000. So it's you plus 29 more to do over 4,000, to hit that 4,000 mark. So these are achievable numbers. These are not huge numbers. These are numbers that will work, especially with this product. Now, I'm not going to take a lot of time on this because this, although has turned out to be the best tool that I've ever had in my quarter of a century with this company. So many times the company puts out a product and they limit on what we can say, or we can say a couple things. This particular product, we're able to say more things about this product legally. These are all approved by the legal department without making any kind of medical claims if you say it this way. Systemic means entire, or your system-wide. These are benefits to your body. Now, this list of, you see the red cellular health, that is one of, I believe it's 8 categories, but each of those categories have subcategories, a total of 23. And so what we're doing is we're taking this and we have it in a one page. It's in a booklet you can get from the company, or you can get it online. That booklet, if you call the company, the SKU number for that booklet is 01005548. That's 01005548. On page 12 of that booklet, on one page, it lists all of these things I'm going to go over. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because I want to go over the rest of this in the limited time we have here on this call. But what I want you to do is look at these things. And so what we do as a group, we have this one sheet that lists cellular health, brain health, heart health, metabolic health, skin health, bone health, and so the list has for each of those categories or subcategories. You just look at cellular health. Look at the third one. Positively modulates systemic cytokine responses, supports cellular DNA damage protection, and the list goes on and on. When you start looking at heart health, supports normal glucose control, supports healthy blood pressure regulation. So we just have them check those off. Check off the things, Eileen, that are a concern of you, or today, or in the future, or in your family you're worried about. Let's check those off. And what we're finding out, people are checking off 3, 5, 10, or 15 things. So then what we do to the customer, the distributor, as you can see more of these, from joint health to eye health to physical performance to immune health. So what we want to do is we want to share the benefits with the checklist. Let's ask what benefits they would be looking for. Get them on the product as soon as possible, and then ask them to call you as soon as they are seeing the benefits. All right, so I want to go over a couple. This is really where I need to spend some time. So we have the checklist, and let's just say I'm talking to Eileen. Eileen, would you go down this checklist? And gosh, Maureen and I are just totally amazed how much better we feel. And we may mention a couple things that we've seen from the product, but really what I want to do is I want to get Eileen to go through that checklist of those 23 subcategories. And I want her to check off 3, 5, or 10 things that she's looking for. And I said, great, okay, Eileen, you checked off 7 items here that you have a concern about either today or in the future. Let's get you on the product right away. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to do me a big favor. Because this is new and we're just launching this, Eileen, as soon as you find any improvement on anything you notice of the 7 items you mentioned, or anything else, but specifically these 7, would you call me, do me a favor, and call me as soon as you're seeing benefits? See, what I'm doing now is I'm getting Eileen, my distributor or my customer, to start networking for me. Because what I want to tell her right now, because see, the official launch of this product isn't until April the 1st that we will have a free sale. So there is product available, but it's limited. So what I'm going to say to Eileen is that, Eileen, the reason I want to know is this is a new product and I want to hear the benefits, but I got a limited supply, and what I want to do, Eileen, I want to make sure if it's working for you like it's worked for me and Maureen, I know it will, but you call me so I can set some product aside for you so I don't run out. Eileen calls me. She's excited. She's noticed 2 things right away. I have her tell me about it, and usually she's talking about it so excited, and these customers are calling me back. So I'm asking her, Eileen, you've mentioned the improvements and how better you're feeling, and you mentioned your husband, you mentioned your friend at work or at church. Could you do me a favor? Could you ask maybe a couple folks if they would share their story and the marketing material, that marketing material, that sheet of paper that I gave you, would you share that with your friends? And I'll be sure to get the product to them also. So what we're going to do is we're going to get more folks using this product as fast as we can. And this is what's been happening on the first round, and it's how our company in 8 minutes on November the 12th sold over $20 million worth of this product in the Americas alone, strictly based on people on the product and telling friends and family of the results that they got. People were lining up and stacking up to order this product. This has not happened before. That men and women alike, who doesn't want to improve their health? So your strategy is to use strategy here on the benefits to customers on the rewards program. So let's walk you through this. First off, when I'm talking to someone, and here's how my conversation goes. Eileen, you're on the product, great. You know, come March, we're going to have this product available that I can get you on the rewards program. I can actually, on this reward program, show you how we can actually give you some more benefits. In fact, on the rewards program, we can get you a better price. We can actually get you below wholesale, because really with prices come March and April, the retail price will be $180. The wholesale price will be $140, but on the rewards program, we can get it to you for $133. Plus, company is going to give you 20% product credit back each and every month. So what that is, that's $26.60 per month. So after 5 months, you're going to get a free bottle. And if you do that 2 times a year, it'll take the actual average cost of that product down to $110.83. Not too bad. And what we're going to do is, after a year, the company will not keep it at 20%. They're going to increase the rewards to 30%. So over the 12 months, you're going to get 3.3 bottles. So the effective cost of that average cost will be $93.10. By then, it comes down to about $3.10 a day. It's less expensive than a latte at Starbucks. So what I'm doing right away is showing the benefits of being on the rewards program. I don't even mention auto at this point. It's all about getting on the rewards and showing them the benefits. Before you know it, they're going to say, well, gosh, how soon can I get on this product? You know, I have my family and friends on this program. Why? Because it's a better deal. So folks with the most on rewards programs wins. And that is really the strategy that we're doing. It's no more worries about volumes. It's how to maintain 3,000 as a minimum each and every month and get you to that $1,000 check By bumping that up to $4,000, $5,000 in group volume, now your check is hitting 1,000. This is your chance to participate in a game changer. We've never ever had anything like this before. So I want to just talk about where we are right now. Here it is, the end of the year. We're pushing into the which we all believe who've been around, the biggest year we've ever had. Now, there will be some people who will sit back and watch and wait for this to happen. Other people will come out of the chute here charging that have already gotten results with this product, already have some customers on the product, and are introducing this to more people. The key to this whole thing is just telling the story. Telling the story about this incredible product, the benefits it's had to you. Just using this checklist, sharing that checklist, getting people on the product, and watch the magic happen. The volumes that we saw in November was incredible, all due to this ageLOC Youth product. Well, what I want to talk about now is something that I think is I think it hits our industry better than anything else. Darren Hardy wrote a book called The Compound Effect. And the favorite quote and the best quote of the whole book is what is the compound effect? It's basically people doing small things, making smart choices, doing it consistently over time equals a radical difference. And what I love about this quote, it's not talking about people doing big things. It's just doing daily, small things. Do it over and over and over again. Being totally consistent, almost to the point of being fanatic about being consistent and doing something every day, creates this compound effect. It's that penny a day doubled model. What would you rather have, a penny a day doubled for 30 days or $1 million today? Well, the penny a day doubled for 30 days is $5 million. It's that consistency every single day. He goes on in his book and he says, you will never change your life until you change something you do daily. You know, we all do things every day, but actually changing what you're doing is the key. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. And also, it's the secret of a lot of people's failure. They just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and never take the time to really evaluate and saying, gosh, I keep doing the same thing over. Why do I expect different results? So that's what the whole compound effect is, and I believe that the youth is our chance to really change that equation and blow out volumes, create $3,000 a month volumes or greater. All of a sudden, people at the end of the month are celebrating, and that story will grow because the checks will grow and people will chase the money. So I talk about, people always ask me what the secret is, you know, to success, and I tell them it's all about the compound effect, but it comes down to you have to have a number. And I say you have to have a small and then a medium and a large number. And what I mean by that is that you have to have a number of contacts. We talk about this as a numbers game, and one of the things I truly understand and appreciate, not everybody does it the same way, and that is there are people who have to work this business very part-time, who only have 30 minutes a day, and there's other people who have a couple hours a day, and there's people who are full-time who have 8, 10, 12 hours a day. But regardless of no matter where you are, now if you notice, I didn't put a number in there. That would be totally unfair. It would be inappropriate for me to put a number in there for you because I don't know your situation. But if the number right now is 0, then the small number should be 1. If your number right now is 3, then you put 3 in there. But let's just say you should ideally make a minimum of 3 contacts a day. Well, then a better day you shoot for 6 and then 9. Maybe it's 3, 6, 9. But whatever that small number is, I found when I set my goals that the goals are important for maybe my coach to see, but really the number is important for me. And what I tell people, as I coach people on, is the key is don't worry about letting other people down. I think the most important person that you've got to work on is never, ever, ever let yourself down. So set up a number as that small number, as a number that you're going to do no matter what. What is that number no matter how busy the day gets, how hectic it gets, no matter what? You're going to make a promise that you're going to do at least this number, no matter what. And that's the promise you're going to make. And you will not put your head down on the pillow until you've done that small number. Now, most days you're going to shoot for the medium days, and then there's some days you're knocking it out of the park. Things are going great. You're on your rhythm, your cadence is good, and you knock it out of the park. And that's the day you just high five everybody. You're calling your friends, your upline, your downline, your sidelines, and you're saying, I just had one of the most incredible days. But you never, ever, ever go to bed without that small number. So I challenge everybody, because see, what I see too many times when people set their goals, and this is the time that we all set our goals for the new year. And I hope that you're all working on that right now. But when you're coming up with your goals, yeah, you want to have some very, very high goals that you're going to really reach for. But make sure you have challenging but achievable goals that at the end of the week, the end of the day, the end of the month, the end of the year, that you said, listen, I said I was going to do these things. I was talking to someone today. I want to be Ruby, but I really want to be Blue Diamond. Well, good. Put Ruby down. Let's hit the Ruby while we're shooting for Blue Diamond. And if all you hit is Ruby, I shouldn't say all. You're making $30,000 a year. You celebrate that because you hit your goal. So I just wanted to say to everybody, this is a great time to sit down and come up with these numbers. Be realistic, have different set of numbers, but ultimately, I see too many times where life gets in the way, and then we've made an excuse why we didn't hit a number. But make sure that you have a number that you're going to do no matter what, because I will tell you, if you hit that minimum number, that things will happen no matter what if you do it consistently. So, Eileen, I'm going to turn it back to you. I've gone through the slides here, and I hope that helped.
Buzz, it's brilliant as always. I really appreciate your perspective on things, and it is so important that people realize it is the small steps every day, the consistency that's going to build up the momentum, and that coupled with time, give it time for your business to mature, but be consistent and reach out to people, because there's people out there right now that want what we have. And it really is so important for us to give this gift. We're going to have the best year this next year. I know we're going to double. I mean, I really feel we're going to double in North America here this next year. It's such an exciting time. And if you look at it globally, it's going to grow at a very exciting pace as well. And we're all so positioned right now to capitalize on all of that. This business is life changing. It's exciting, and there's nothing like it. So, Buzz, thank you so much for giving your time to all of us and going through these numbers. I think it's vital for people to understand and to learn and to set your goals for this next year, everyone. Thanks, Buzz. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.